Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Nathan Hager, joined by Bloomberg's Valerie Teitel on a morning where we're asking what stocks aren't moving this morning. Valerie, dare we look at what Nvidia is doing after yesterday's wild ride? Good morning.
Good morning, Nathan. I think most of the market's attention is on the price of Nvidia and where Bitcoin is trading this morning. Both are in the red. Let's start with Nvidia. Down near 2% in the pre-market. So that's the bad news. The good news, I guess, is that it's rebounded from an earlier loss of being down over 3% earlier this morning in the pre-market. So it's looking like we are maybe stabilizing, but perhaps I'm just looking at the rosy side of the coin.
Okay.
The NASDAQ is set for 3 back-to-back weeks of losses. The worst week since April for the broader NASDAQ 100. We're down over 4% for NASDAQ futures on the week. A lot of that obviously has been the weakness that Nvidia has driven after their results. I also want to check on some of these crypto-linked stocks as we see Bitcoin down near 6% so far this morning. It was another key driver of the market mayhem yesterday. We're seeing likes of Coinbase down 2.5%, MicroStrategy down 4%. It is now the worst month for crypto, Nathan, in 3 years, down 25% in the month of November, down 35% from all-time highs just back in October, just 7 weeks ago when it topped 125K, now trading at 82,000.
Yeah, a lot of superlatives coming out of just this week. We do have some stocks in the green this morning, though, after earnings. Let's start with Intuit, even though it's not quite tech season yet.
It's not tax season yet, but it could take you less time due to their AI tools if you're using TurboTax or QuickBooks. So that is the positive that AI monetization is showing up in some of these pockets of these software companies. Intuit is the financial software company, owns TurboTax and QuickBooks. Saw their sales jump on the back of these new AI tools. The shares are up 3.5% in pre-market trade. The CEO citing that these early bets into AI are paying off for them, and they are especially seeing a tick up of use when it comes to mid-sized businesses using their AI tools. Management's touting further plays to expand its use. And we heard earlier this week that they are now integrating ChatGPT into their TurboTax software. So it's good news for Intuit when it comes to integrating these AI tools and making it pay off for them.
And it looks like good news as well for Gap as the retail earnings continue. Is there an AI story there or something else?
Sadly, no AI story here, but it does have a lot to do with their celebrity tie-ups and the fact that their Old Navy brand is doing very well, generating nearly 60% of total revenue in the previous quarter. So Gap shares are up 4%. They raised their sales guidance. They now see net sales growing above their recent projected range. And the CEO is touting Gap's ability essentially to attract the higher side of this K-shaped economy, the higher end consumers, because it's got a variety of brands and price points. It's really helping it insulate its performance in this tougher consumer environment. So Gap higher by 4%.
And finally, Valerie, how is Warner Brothers Discovery doing now that it seems like almost everybody is making bids for it?
3 bids submitted. Netflix, Paramount, and Comcast all made bids for Warner Brothers ahead of the deadline yesterday. Shares are higher, up by 1% on the back of this news. Now, additional rounds of bidding are expected, so competition for this company could be something that drives that final buyout price ever higher, but we're trading at $23 a share, up 1% on the back of this news.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.